One thread weaves the soul, two threads halfway to go, three threads beauty in the stitch, four threads needle become the switch. Goodness me, so sorry, sir. Didn't see you come in. I'll be right with you. Let me just put this bundle of fun away. Welcome to my doll shop. My name is Luna, and you, sir, are my very first customer of the day. And such a handsome one at that. Then again, I do have a weakness for men in uniform. So, what brings you here? Am I a suspect? Are you here to take me downtown? Oh my, I'm getting flustered just thinking about it. You just randomly walked in to take your mind off things. Oh my, you do appear to be rather stressed. Come, take a seat. I think I might be able to help you. At the very least, you must have some of my famous rose tea. I always have something on standby for those special customers who need a bit of a pick-me-up. Regardless of how it might look from the outside, the doll shop isn't a toy story. This is a place of healing. We specialize in the living dolls, bodies of clothes inhabited by the purest of souls. One feels the other, takes shapes, and new consciousness is born. As the proprietor, at least while my master is away, it is my responsibility to help pair up customers and living dolls, ensuring both enrich the other lives. I also specialize in living doll therapy for those that have lost their way or been abused. But for now, let's talk about you, Mr. Officer. What ails your mind? What torments you? Must be something huge to amass such dark rings under your eyes. True, I imagine being a policeman demands a lot of sleepless nights. That doesn't mean you should linger alone with your demons. Yes, now I'm convinced. You need a living doll. Someone who will tend to your woes, who will flood in the darkest corners of your mind with a comfort that only they can provide. Usually I have a few weeks to prepare a special order for a customer. One that meets all of the requirements of their aching soul. But that doesn't mean we can't find one for you now. We have legions in the back room. Some use this palace as a heaven, others a place to simply refuel. I just need to know the key ingredients of your pain and distress, and that should be enough for me to go on. So let's start with the big three, the trio of eternal questions that resonates with every heart. Whether they be man, beast, or God. First, what is your greatest fear? Okay. Second, what does a love mean to you? I see. And finally, how do you feel when you think of death? Interesting. I'll write that down. Perfect. Stay right here. I'll bring out some candidates who I think will make the perfect partner. At the very least, they'll make your life indefinitely easier. My dear detective, I want to introduce you to these 3 beautiful examples of living dolls. Their soul resonates to the answers you gave, through the ultimate choices down to you. Let's go from left to right. First, we have this adorable diamond. This is Pearl, pale threads sewed together, the very image of a beautiful winter morning. Petite, a dancer by nature, one who answers with anxiety, but will remain loyal to you through every hardship. Perhaps the daughter figure you have always wanted, or maybe a tiny wife who will remind you of your manhood, or perhaps a close friend that will allow you to share the darkness in your soul about those harrowing cases you contend with day after day. If she's too pure for you, then we can move into darker territory. Perhaps you don't like to admit the bitter, more malicious parts of yourself. That's where Maven comes in. The black and silver thread form a doll who doesn't shy away from the villainy in the souls of men. For she understands that darkness is part of man's nature, and to embrace it is to embrace man as a whole. You won't find a more forgiving and understanding woman in this world. Though her tastes can be rather unique, she will nestle in your ear, play a song of sweetness, and encourage your bad behavior. Your job might suffer, but your life shall be all the richer for it. And finally, we have this voluptuous beauty. Not as blessed in the chest as me, there are a few who could help to match the shape and desire in my bosom. But my darling, Liliander here is a close second. Just one look at her puppies gets many a mortal drooling. And that is what she excels at, for she is lust incarnated, desire everlasting. No matter the pain you experience, you can face it knowing that you will come home to a doll who will lavish you in pleasures the likes of which you can't imagine. Her plump lips, splendorous breast, and keen eye of fashion will make every night a fantasy. So, my dear customer, which living doll shall you take home with you this day?